Hello, business owners. So we are going to walk through the steps that you can take to promote Halloween. Now, if you've watched our previous videos, you know that Halloween is one of the biggest holidays next to Christmas when it comes to consumer spending. So you don't want to overlook this holiday, and we're going to show you how to promote it. So we have a guide, and the picture of the guide is right there. It's kind of, off the screen, but you can kind of see it here that you can download. And I'm going to make this button clickable so that you can download this guide. The guide is going to walk you through tips that you can use for creating a digital marketing campaign. It's also going to give you ideas that you can use to generate leads and sales, and it's going to give you the hashtags that you can use to get your content found. So let's go through the steps, and you'll see that these are really easy steps, but they will take time for you to kind of lay them out. So we're in August, we're in the middle of August, and now is the time for you to get this all planned out. So you want to set goals for your Halloween promotion. So that means, what do you want to accomplish with this during the Halloween season? The Halloween season is going to take you from now until, the actual date. So do you want to increase your leads? Do you want more sales? Do you want to generate goodwill in your community? So if you're doing something that affects your local community, that is always a good thing, because people in your local community need to know about your business as well as your nationwide or global audience. So you might want to do things on the local side to generate goodwill. You may want to grow your audience, and that will involve generating more leads. And then of course we all want more sales, right? So you might want to think about products that you can sell during this season. And you may want to give some discounts, or maybe provide some coupon codes, things that you can do to entice people to come in and take a look at your shop. So you want to write down these goals. And when you write things down, it increases your chances of making these things happen. Next, you want to mark your calendar. So you want to mark your calendar for, I would say you can really start promoting Halloween right now. So if you can get these things, marked off your list, then you can start promoting as soon as possible, and just run those promotions from now until the actual date, which is October 31st. But you want to put your promotions on your calendar. So that means that if you want to, say for instance, you want to have a coupon code or a discount code or a promo code, whatever you want to call it, that runs during a specific time, put that on your calendar. If you want to do a contest, maybe you have a contest where people dress up like their favorite character, and maybe they have your product, they take a picture with your product in their hand, or they take a video of themselves using your product, and they send it to you. And then maybe you could have like a voting contest where you give people a certain amount of time to vote on the best looking costume or the best looking picture or whatever. Then whoever wins that can get a prize. You can also enter people. So maybe someone signs up for your list and you do a monthly drawing. There are so many different things that you can do, and a lot of that is highlighted here in the guide. So lots of ideas are right there in that guide, as well as on our, we have a post about Halloween as well. So you can set your goals, and if you're not sure about how to set goals, click on this button. It's going to give you some really detailed information on how to set SMART goals. Then once you set your goals, then you mark your calendar and you just put your promotions on the calendar. The thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to overwhelm yourself. So you might want to focus on one thing during this season. And then maybe next season you might want to promote or concentrate on something different. So maybe this year, if you have a list that you're just starting, maybe you have just a few people on your list, you might want to focus on building your list and making your audience, growing your audience. Once you have an audience of people that you can talk to about your business, people that you can send your promotions to, your discounts, your content, your insights, secrets, when you have a group of people that you can do that with, then you are gonna be able to generate additional sales and even more leads. So you can do that and maybe just focus on one thing during this season. Um, we have a calendar here that if you don't have a calendar, a planner, a promotional planner, then you can download this, and we actually have it in our shop. So we'll put a link to this so that you can go over to our shop and get this, because you need a calendar. Whether you buy one off of Amazon, whether you use your phone, whether you use our planner, it doesn't matter. Just get your promotion on your calendar. Once you have it on your calendar, and if you're looking at your calendar every single day, then those items are always going to be there. You can also use what they call an editorial calendar if you're a blogger. So bloggers need to have an editorial calendar that they use to keep their posts and their content front and center. So if you're not sure how an editorial calendar works, if you're using WordPress, there is an editorial calendar plugin that I would recommend that you use. But you can get more information on an editorial calendar there. And then the next step you want to take is you want to create visuals for your promotion. So these are going to be visuals that you can use on social media. These are also going to be visuals that you can use on your in your email series. So you're going to send out emails, regular emails to your audience. And as you build your list, that's going to be more and more people that you're going to be able to share these promotions with. And even though we're focusing on Halloween right now, you can take out the holiday Halloween and you can insert, for example, you can insert fall, you can insert Christmas, you can insert Thanksgiving, you can insert New Year's, you can insert Veterans Day, that's coming up. We also have Labor Day coming up. Now, all of these holidays are not big spending holidays. Halloween is definitely a big spending holiday. Christmas is a big spending holiday. So you definitely want to promote during those spending holidays. Anytime that people are at home, you have a big opportunity to get them to buy something, because when people are at home during their downtime, what do most of us do when we're down, when we're sitting there waiting, or we're just sitting around watching TV? A lot of times we'll have our phone out. So you can send out, different promotions that coincide with various holidays. And so you want to create visuals that are specifically tied to Halloween or any holiday that you decide to promote. Now, we use Canva to promote to create rather our visuals. And if you want to use Canva, you can just click on that link and it will take you to Canva. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to build a sales and marketing system. And if you don't already have a sales and marketing system that you can use to earn passive income, then this is a video that you will want to watch. This is about an hour-long video, but it walks you through from the very beginning, the things that you need to, number one, the elements that you need to have to build your system. And then it also shows you how to build it step by step. And then at the end, we actually test it out. And, this is the thing. When you have an automated sales and marketing system, that is where you're going to be able to earn income passively. So we explain all of that in this video. And this is actually a playlist because there's some other things that you need to do as well to set up your sales and marketing system. So we walk you through all of that in this playlist, and I would definitely take a look at that because you need these kinds of systems so that all you have to do is connect your link, and then that link is going to take people through your entire buying process. So build your sales and marketing system, and then now we're on the final task, and that is scheduling out your content. So I'm going to take you over to Canva because that's where we have created our visuals. So these visuals are good for stories, they're good for reels. Now, these are not videos, so your reels really need to be in video format. But what you can do is you can take these visuals and you can swap out the images for videos and then upload them to like Instagram, Facebook. Facebook has stories, they have reels. You can also do Instagram, you can do Pinterest, and those are just 3 of the platforms that you can use to to promote your content. You also want to promote in other places, and we kind of talked to you about some of the other places that you can use to promote your content in one of our other guides. So I'll put a link to that guide on our resource page as well. So you can take these and modify them to whatever you want them to be. So I will put a link to these in the resource section as well. And if you want to use these, you can, or you can make your own. But basically what we did with these is we just went into Canva and we typed in Halloween, and a lot of these came up. So we haven't really done that much massaging to these, but I would recommend if you use these that you make them your own. So there's some that are related to food, like this is a list of Halloween drinks. So if you're having, kid-friendly parties, then you might want to think about, making some recipes that maybe you can share with an audience. Here is a monster market, which is kind of like a Halloween play date, but you can modify these to your personal activities as well as your business activities. So just think about using images like these, and then you can also format images for Facebook. Those are kind of the wider format. You can use Facebook, you can use Instagram. I've chosen Pinterest as my go-to because Pinterest gets a lot of traffic. And so Pinterest is one of those search engine, social media type platforms. And so I'm going to use that primarily, but I'm also going to do some Instagram reels. I'm going to do some TikTok videos. And so you just need to mix it up and you need to be consistent. Now, the tool that I use to schedule out my posts is Tailwind. So this is Tailwind, and here are some of the features that Tailwind has. So they've really come a long way since I first started using it, but you can do things like design Pinterest pins, Instagram, Facebook. You can do email marketing. So in the lead generation video and playlist, we talk about, selecting an email marketing provider. Tailwind will send out your emails for you now. You can schedule. So you can schedule Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. So once you create, I don't really like their creator that well, but you can create, you can schedule, you can optimize in this one tool. You can also do things like promote your e-commerce products and services. So if you want to promote something in your shop, you can also promote that using Tailwind. So this is a great way to get people to look at your shop and to look at the things that you have to offer. So I'm going to show you how to get started. So one of the other features that I did want to bring up is the hashtag finder. So when you're working with Instagram, you can, it'll help you to find popular hashtags. So that is a good feature as well, because hashtags help your posts get found. You also have a smart bio, which is like a link tree that you can use in Instagram. You also get analytics, and those analytics are going to tell you what's working and what's not working. So Tailwind, in my opinion, is a really good tool to use. You can use this if you want, or you can use whatever scheduling tool you have available. But you want to use a scheduling tool, because then that means you can set your posts up for an entire week. You can set it up for a whole month. And that way you will be able to set it and forget it, at least for whatever that period of time is. And then you go back in. I normally do my posts on Sunday. So I'll sit down and just schedule out my posts for the entire week. And then I don't think about it again until the next Sunday. But you can do it however you would like. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to get logged in and I will be right back. Okay, so now I'm logged in, and I like to use the original publisher. They have a new publisher. I haven't really gotten up to speed on that yet. So I'm just going to take you into the original publisher and just show you how easy it is to get these items scheduled out. So I have some content that is already scheduled. I have 35 items that are already scheduled. Now, the way that this works is you create your post and it goes into this schedule, right? So this is kind of my scheduling grid over here. And then on the left hand side is it basically has all the posts that I have scheduled out. So I can scroll through this and kind of see what I have, going on. So today I've only got 2 posts left. I probably posted some stuff earlier today. Tomorrow I've got 2 posts scheduled. And on Tuesday I only have 1 post scheduled. So what I need to do is get more posts on my calendar, because I like to post at least 3 times a day. Now here are my drafts. So here are the items that I have to schedule. They're already in my draft folder. But what I'm going to do is just kind of upload some stuff. So I'm going to go to create new pin. And this is in Pinterest. So you can see my Pinterest profile up here. So schedule new pin. And I'm going to upload videos. I'm not going to use that Tailwind create. I don't really, they come out, the pins come out a little on the generic side, if you ask me. So I don't really like using it. So just one moment. I'm going to pause this while I find my images, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have uploaded some of the images that I created for Halloween. Now, these images are not the actual images that I'm going to use. These are just images that I'm using to kind of illustrate how you can use Tailwind. So we're going to take these images, and what ends up happening is you can actually take these and modify them. So you basically put in your board name. So these are all the boards that I have. I'm just going to use the Make Money group. So that puts this on 1, 2, 3, 4 different boards. I'm going to give my pin a title. So we're going to call this, let's see, we'll say Halloween up to 70% off. And then we can type in a little description. And what I would recommend doing, because Tailwind has an AI tool that you can use, I would use the AI tool, or you can also use a tool like ChatGPT, and that will give you some basic information that you can use to make this process go by quickly. So if you want to, for example, create a tool, or not a tool, but a spreadsheet that has all of your Halloween promotional items in it, then that's going to save you a lot of time. So all you have to do is kind of cut and paste. So I'm just going to take this little blurb right here. I'm going to copy it, and then we'll just paste it into Tailwind, just so that you can kind of see how this works. So you put in a description, and your description should have keywords in it. Your description should be very keyword rich, because that's going to help Google and other search engines to find your content. So now we're also going to use one of the Pinterest hashtags that I came up with in the Halloween guide. So we'll call this we'll say Halloween inspiration. Okay, and the thing that you might also want to do is you may want to go out and look at some of the trends that are going on in Pinterest, because that will also help you when it comes to finding those keywords and those hashtags that are trending in on the platform. And that's going to tell you what people are looking for. Now, this is what you want to do, because I'm going to be posting to 4 different boards. You don't want those boards to be posted to, at the same time, because then that is going to make Pinterest feel like you're spamming your audience. What you want to do is you want to spread these out. So I normally use maybe a 3-day interval before I'll post another item. And you can use like a 3-day interval, a 5-day interval, and that way, you're not looking like you're spamming your audience with links. Now you want to put instead of sending people to just a generic website or a generic page, you want to send people to your lead generation system. And that's the system that we set up in our video, when we did our video training on lead generation. So I'm going to grab that link really quickly, and we're going to paste it in right here. So now I'm going to send people to that lead generation page, and then I'm going to set up an interval, and we're going to make that interval between, now this says 5 days and 22 hours. I don't know if I want it to be that far out, so I'm going to say maybe 4 days. We'll compromise here and say 4 days. We'll make it 3 days and 15 hours. And then we're going to set that interval. And then also, Tailwind has a thing where you can actually go in and post to groups as well. So I might want to put my promotion right there in Bloggers Killing It on Pinterest. That's one of the communities that I'm a part of. Okay, so now we are ready to post this. And so when we're ready to post, what we're going to end up doing, we're going to take these items and we are going to schedule them. So now that I'm ready to schedule, I'm going to hit the schedule button, and then Tailwind is going to take that item and put it on my schedule. So as you can see, it's got me scheduled on the 21st, the 25th, the 29th, September 2nd. So that's four posts that I have going out for that particular image, you know, starting now. Okay, so then now I can come back over here and I can go back up to the top and we can call this one is going to be about a Halloween sale. So this, we're going to put it on those same boards. And I'm trying to think if there are some additional boards that maybe I can put this on. So I have a lot of boards here. We're just going to say, we'll say daily deals, and we'll talk about, we'll actually use maybe make money, daily deals, and then we're going to put in our title. So Halloween sale, save 50% off. And then we're going to write in our description. And again, we're just going to go and get some bogus content and we're going to copy it and we're going to paste it in. There's that. We're going to use a hashtag. So we're going to put, maybe the hashtag that we use is costume discounts. Okay. And then we're going to go through that same process again. We're going to just send people to our lead generation system. Now, there might be times when you want to send people to your shop. So maybe you want to show someone, maybe you want to give them some information on a particular product, right? So you have a product that you're promoting for Halloween and it's specific to Halloween or specific to whatever your image is. And you want to make sure that if you're promoting something for the Halloween season, that your image is consistent with what people are going to see when they land on your site. So we're going to go ahead and finish this out, and I'm going to send people to my landing page. So I'm going to go get that link. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it in. And we're going to use another interval and we're going to say 3 days rather. Maybe we'll make it 4 days. So we'll set the interval for 4 days. And we're not going to post to a group this time. We're just going to leave it as is. And we're going to schedule. Okay, so now we've got 2 of our Halloween items on our schedule. And so now you kind of see how that works. We have our items that are scheduled, and let's just take a look. Yeah, we want to leave. We're going to go over to the schedule. Oh my goodness, really? Okay, so now we have our scheduled posts, and let's just kind of look at what we've got out here. So here's our first Halloween promotion right here. And then we go about 3 or 4 days and we've got our other Halloween promotion right here. That's going to a different board. And then here's another one that's going to yet another board. And that's my podcast. Okay, here's another one. And so as you can see, if I wanted to modify these, so maybe I made a mistake and I want to send my ideal customers to another page. All I have to do is go to, I can put it back into draft status, or I can use it to create another pin. So if I want to use this and promote it again, I can do that, or I can delete it. And so this is basically how Tailwind works. And as you can see, I've got pins that are scheduled out. What I'm gonna do is come back in here and add some more pins so that I have at least 3 pins a day that I'm using to promote my business. And then that way I know that I'm giving my business, you know, the reach and the activity that it needs so that people can find me and people can kind of learn, you know, who I am, what I do, and how my business works. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. This video has been about 30 minutes, but I think you kind of have the gist of things that you can do to promote and get your pins or your Instagram posts or your videos, get them out into the social media world so that they can be found, so that your promotion, especially your Halloween promotion, can be found. So I appreciate your time today. Thanks for hanging out. And I hope that I've given you some information that you can use to really, knock it out of the park during the Halloween season. You've got the tools, you've got the resources. Now all you need to do is take action and implement. So again, have a great week and make it productive.